Hey friends, in case you missed it, the TWID had a lot of great information about PvP balance, but today's video is focusing on the Radiant Dance Machine nerf, and more importantly, the Lion Rampant and Lunafaction boot buff. They're basically getting the nerfed hipfire bonuses of Radiant Dance Machines. So, today's a really good day to stock up on exotic engrams, to either cheaply gamble at rahool by using focus decoding and waiting until it's exotic leg decryption, which gives you a chance at any leg exotic, or on Warlock, you have a 50% chance from Red War leg decryption. So I'm going to do a couple of those. I'm also always going to be on recovery armor because a lot of the builds that I make nowadays have minuses to recovery. And then, since I'm also not valuing resilience as much and I'm valuing mobility more, recovery makes the most sense to have the biggest spike of. And then to help me remember that this is a recovery shell, it's the hospital ghost. The medic ghost. Pretty funny. So let's gamble a couple of these. First try. Second try. And then, just for good measure, let's show you what precision decryption is. It costs a little bit. It costs 2 Ascendant Shards, and more importantly, Glimmer. 60,000 Glimmer. Where do you get Glimmer from? This is a great question. My current Glimmer farm is one of two things. Let's talk about the best one first, which is the newest dungeon, Sundered Doctrine, the final boss. To one-phase it, I recommend using Lord of Wolves going into the top left corner of the room, having 1 Divinity, 2 Bolt Charge Titans, drop a Lunafaction, Well of Radiance. Funny that we're farming for Lunafaction and it's useful in PvE, but you're going to do that. Drop a Lunafaction Well, swap to Cenotaph Helmet, and then just keep Divinity on the boss the whole time. And if you're lucky, I'm going to say 75% of the time, you'll one-phase it if your teammates know what they're doing. Otherwise, it's still a pretty fast 2-phase. And if you have the Glimmer Tonic, and if you also want to, no pun intended, you can do the Glimmer combinations for the Tome of Want. But I typically do episodic weapons. I just do this because it gives me a chance of any of the episodic weapons with triple perks if it happens to be a shiny. Let's just see if I have one in my vault really quickly. If not, I can show you on dim immediately. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a dim moment. Actually, I have one in my inventory. What am I doing? There you go. Triple perks. To get the triple perks, you basically have to do all of the episodic content. Whatever the quest line is. All of it. On my Warlock, it's not done, but on my Hunter, it is. Then the next Glimmer farm is going to be last season's episodic content. It's going to be the failsafe stuff. The Arena Breach executable. Again, make sure that you have your Glimmer tonics unlocked. And then also, most importantly, use the Glimmer booster shell. This also goes hand in hand with Iron Banner being here today. That is my recommendation for farming Glimmer. As far as a recommendation for Enhancement Prism farming or Ascendant Shard farming, it really depends on the week. Sometimes I'm doing Master Mode content and I accumulate these without even trying. And other times there's a really good Nightfall that I recommend just stocking to 30 on. Last week was a great Nightfall. This week, I don't think we have double rewards. But if you didn't know and if you didn't unlock Conqueror, there's this node that pops up right here where you can select the Nightfall. Me, being a dummy, accidentally got Conqueror. So, my fault. But you can select Insight Terminus and have very, very fast sub 7-minute Nightfalls if you are absolutely flying forward with a Prism Titan, Lord of Wolves, and an Eager Edge Sword. So now let's talk Titan. I already went through Warlock, and of course I have to look in my Postmaster to see if any of those Lunafactions were good. The 67 might be worth keeping. And then I have a couple huckleberries from farming today's Lost Sector. I'm going to go through that in this video if you're wondering why this video is longer. It's not just me yapping, but I also feel like I've been giving some pretty good information that's hard to search up on YouTube. Believe me, when you search like Glimmer Farm Destiny 2, it'll be like recommended 6 years ago. It's like, alright, we're doing the Curse of Osiris public event for 2 tokens and a blue. Grandpa, it's time for bed. Chat is telling me Nether Chest, 6.5k Glimmer, and Nether Chest also can help you rank up, so you could kill 2 birds with 1 stone while unlocking your Tome of Want stuff. Real quick, Titan's Exotic Legs is a 1 out of 4 chance for Red War decryption. I believe it is Dune Marchers, Peacekeepers, Mark 44 Stand-Asides, and then also Lion Rampant. Let's do the Lost Sector today now. Cosmodrome. This is one where you have to run to, so it's a little annoying. Not just a fast travel location. The build is what I use for most PvE. It's the good value version of Prismatic Titan. That's the build. With Spirit of Assassin, so I don't have to expend ammo doing objectives like capturing a plate or something. And so I'm just going to use this build in the Lost Sector, even though there's probably a much more optimized speedrun for it. I'm just going to do this because I don't have to think about changing anything. I also want to show this since this is hilarious to me. Look at this. Look at this bridge. So here we are at the Exodus Garden 2A Lost Sector. I'm going to put on Microcosm. I'm pretty sure that my artifact has some useful stuff, but I wouldn't stress too hard. I think anti-barrier sidearm's really the only thing. Defibrillating Blast probably comes in clutch. Put it on Master Mode, because if it happens to drop a Huckleberry at the end of it, that Huckleberry might have double perks in one of the columns. So that could save a vault space. Fragments, like I said, this is just Prism Titan at home. I will have a dedicated PvE video for, I don't know what the title is going to be. It's going to be some form of clickbait style algorithm slopped title that says like, what a PvP player uses in PvE. Anyway, that's exactly what the video is going to be. Just let Microcosm rip. Take some jolt shot. If this captain gets out of his path, I call it an anchor, he will just teleport around, and not the Overload Captain teleporting type. He will just, for whatever reason, exist on the opposite side of the map, so you have to go searching for him if you don't kill him fast enough. I don't want to do a lightning surge because the exploder shanks will take me out. When you kill the servitor, the blast door will open. And then just use Microcosm on the boss. Easy day. Barrier Servitor Space Program. And if for any reason you need to test power ammo numbers in PvE, this Lost Sector always drops heavy ammo bricks. And yeah, that's the very simple strategy for today's Lost Sector. Best of luck farming your Titan and your Warlock exotic boots. I'll show you the Titan build since I already have it made. So I've already made a video on this before, but this is my Titan Lion Rampant build. I've been mobility pilled on controller, and I find that I live more when I can strafe faster. It lets me position myself in a way where I'm not crossfired, therefore I'm living. And then if you're fighting controller versus controller, like you always do on console, moving faster means that you can break the controller's reticle adhesion, and then they have to manually find their target again, which oftentimes makes them miss. So getting the Radiant Dance Machine treatment on Lion Rampant, this is going to fit like a glove. I was already using this last word a little bit with this build, because I use Spirit of the Bear with Unbreakable. I cancel the Unbreakable shield, which pops me into third person from the hip, and I'm allowed to start shooting immediately. So I can get like a last word bullet and a half before it pops me back into first person. So I was already using last word, but this might make the Lion Rampant version of this just my absolute go-to. We will see. Standard Discord snipe. For Warlock, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but I imagine since I get benefits of using Empowering Rift, where it increases the effective damage fall off of my weapon, that I might want to run it with Shadebinder, since Shadebinder has Frost Pulse, and the animation of Empowering Rift is faster, therefore I have more time to kill a frozen target affected by the Rift. So that about covers this video. A lot of yapping in this one, but I wanted to give you a heads up on a very easy Lost Sector farm before it goes away, because we love live service, we love FOMO, and we love gambling. We absolutely hate crafted weapons. I'll see y'all in the next one.